Okay, today is Tuesday, December 15th. Yesterday you did the escape room, which would be a really good review for today where you start applying the concepts. So the key graphic today you'll see is on homeostasis. And homeostasis is basically where organisms try to find balance or equilibrium. And equilibrium we talked a lot about when we were talking about cell transport and the direction of molecules travel, and we'll hit that in just a little bit. But for example here, if you look at Homer, the stimulus in the environment is the temperature increasing. That stimulus throws the body out of balance. And so the body tries to maintain or go back to a state of equilibrium. So what it does is it keys the body, start sweating. And that sweat, as it evaporates, cools the body down. Then on the other side, if the temperature drops, the stimulus, being cold, throws the body off balance. And so the body tries to get back into balance or equilibrium by shivering or goosebumps, increasing the surface area in order to absorb more heat and warm up. So homeostasis, this is where you could think of it as keeping the body a homey place to stay. It's the body's response to things that throw it out of balance, that take it out of equilibrium. And that's why we talked about diffusion and osmosis earlier and how they help a cell maintain equilibrium. And what happens at the cellular level also happens at the organism level and the system level. Okay, so that's the key diagram, and that's our main focus as you explain how organisms maintain homeostasis. So today you'll be applying it in writing two scientific explanations. Just to back up today's mind stretcher in Canvas, please make sure you record it in your data tracker. Today is 12D, which would be just above yesterday's. This is a TEK that is on your semester exam. So this is also, today's mind stretcher is a review for the semester exam. So in class, we'll be going over in the OneNote notebook in the quiz, the 4B. There's some people that still weren't getting it, and I understand one of the reasons why is in the FET, it had protein channels. And that was how the molecules got from one side of the membrane to another side of the membrane. And it led to the misconception that molecules cannot go through a cellular membrane, it's also called a plasma membrane. That's not true. The cell membrane is semi-permeable. There are molecules that can go through. So for the purpose of your 4B quiz in OneNote, let's assume that both the circular molecules and the square molecules are permitted to go through the membrane. And so the point of the FET lab was we came up with a definition of diffusion. And diffusion is the passive movement of molecules. And passive means it requires no energy. And it always moves from high to low. And the reason it does that is to seek equilibrium. On the first page, we just discussed homeostasis and how the body wants to maintain balance and equilibrium. So you should see now how diffusion in a cell membrane relates to a body maintaining homeostasis. So look back over your 4B and see if you actually applied the definition of diffusion. I just need two arrows, one showing the direction of the circular molecules are going to move, and another arrow showing the direction the square molecules are moving, what direction, and then an explanation. And an explanation is not just saying because of diffusion. That's not explaining. Okay, so if you didn't get 10 points on this, please go update your OneNote notebook, and it is in the quiz section. And this will also help you on today's assignment. So the major grade today is writing 2 scientific explanations. And if we look at the target, I can identify how a response helps an organism maintain homeostasis. So as you write, keep your target in mind, especially homeostasis. So the scientific explanations you're writing today is showing how you have synthesized or put together concepts from TEKS 4A, 4B, and 9A. And I've listed them there for you. And I've even highlighted some of the key terms to help you focus in on the major ideas. So as you write, remember that the CER, or scientific explanation, is demonstrating your knowledge of the above concepts, and you need to incorporate them into your writing. So it's all about, do our bodies need salt? And so what is the stimuli, and how does the body respond? So the stimulus is going to be the amount of salt. And then your job today is to explain the body's response and why the body responds that way. So there's 2 parts. So part 1 is just looking at this molecule, and you're stating whether it's an organic molecule or not, which is what a biomolecule is. So you're providing evidence why or why not salt is a biomolecule, or why not it's organic. And please use your notebook and the notes in there for your evidence. And then there's a reading to provide you some scientific background about salt and salt in the body. And so you read those, and you have guiding questions for each paragraph. And then finally, you have a claim, evidence, and reasoning to do, where you synthesize your TEKS and this reasoning. And the stimulus is too much salt. And you're writing the focus of your CER is the body's response to too much salt and maintaining homeostasis. So make sure that you address the concepts from 4A and especially 4B. The Word document is there, and I also have a rubric, and use the rubric to guide your writing in your CER. Hope this helps, and hope you have those at home are staying safe and healthy.